Hello, everyone. This has been a pretty difficult video to make. To explain simply, um, a lot has been happening in these past few, weeks and months and such. One of the most major being, the the passing of my father to cancer, and I just wanted to spend a little bit of time and just talk. That's really it. I have a script in air quotes made, but I'm probably just gonna do this all off the noggin. So the first main section that I wanted to talk about is life, how it's going and whatnot. And I will be honest, my life is definitely good. I don't have to worry about food and whether or not I'm gonna make my next housing payment, and I don't worry about a lot of stuff. However, I would still just like to speak about how my life is going, because I'm I've realized that I've reached a point in my life where stuff is actually starting to happen. Like, I'm currently in college, and that's a lot of fun, going to all my classes and such. And it's just been, you know, incredibly, it's burning me out, I'm gonna be honest. Over the summer, I took summer courses, and they were fun, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like I need a break from stuff. I guess some other just like stuff is that, I don't know, I had like written, life's gonna throw curveballs your way, and you just kind of gotta deal with it. But I really don't feel like that would fit, because this is just like, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm just kind of speaking. I guess another thing that I'd really like to talk about is time. We all know what time is. At least I'd hope so. But there's just not a lot of time. Is my thing. Like, don't get me. There probably is. It's probably just me being a lazy bum and not trying to do pursue my hobbies, and I enjoy I enjoy drawing. I'm never good at it, but I like doing it. Um, I also want to do this, make some YouTube videos, but I just kind of haven't found the time with school, work, and then, when I get home from school and work, I'm tired, and it's just, I don't really know what to do. I want to go out with friends more and stuff like that, because I want to hang out with them, because I just don't know how much time I have with them, and just a bunch of stuff like that. I don't know. I guess also on the topic of time would be talking about how much time I had with my father. I'm sorry to bring him up again. I know that when people pass, it's not up to us. We cannot predict when we will die, and it's tough. It's been really tough on, my my mom. She's, made the commitment to spend the rest of her life with my dad, but it got cut a little early. All this to say, I I'm really just wanted to get my thoughts out there. Um, I don't know. Let me see what else I have written down. Oh, one thing that I really want to try to do is to not live in fear, because I feel like I haven't tried doing YouTube and other stuff because I am fearful that, I'm gonna mess up and, that's gonna be the only, like, chance that I have in order to try and do all this. And, I don't know. I'm really just trying to say something, but I don't got anything on my mind. I guess the second to last thing I'm going to talk about is, well, me. I know that my channel is incredibly small. I think my most viewed video has like 50 views, and it's about what I thought was about an outcome memories bug that I found while I was messing around with my little brother in private servers. But I want to start uploading more. Like, I want to try and I want to try and do things, because I have a lot of ideas, and I don't know. I want to try and do YouTube, but I fear doing it just because I don't have the skill set and such. I watch a lot of videos that, they're amazing quality and top tier editing, or at least editing that I don't think I could ever do, and I just really want to try, but I've just been fearful of, like, messing up, or the video does bad, which, I mean, I'm a small creator, it makes sense. None of my videos are gonna be successful, or at least as successful as I think the successful as I want them to be. But I want to try. If I don't try, then I'm just gonna keep being like, sitting here being like, oh, I really wish I could, and never making progress on actually doing it and such. So yeah, I mean, that's one thing. I guess some other things about myself. I am a college student. It's my second year of college now. I'm majoring in marine biology. I've always liked the ocean and a lot of a lot of sea life. I really do like. And I, want to help the oceans, because if we keep, the world and such, it's just, pretty sad to see that we're destroying one of the most beautiful parts of the world that not a lot of us get to, see or experience all that often. Yeah, I don't really know, I guess. Something else that I want to do, which I will probably make a entire separate video about, which will be probably more higher quality, I guess, not as just talking for you know, talking about nothing for a little bit is a video about a game that I wanted to make. I enjoy playing asymmetrical horror games. Mainly like, the Roblox ASIMs, unfortunately. Uh, I enjoy a lot of those games, and I wanted to take my own stab at it with the, like my own characters and stuff that I like, but I've just kind of it's another one of those one of the ones where I just don't have the time to do it. Oh, I probably do. It's just, I don't believe in myself to be able to do that. Yeah, I mean, I have like a whole Google Doc about it too. I don't think it should just, stay as a, just in place. I just want to do something with it. Maybe someone else wants to help teach me all the fun stuff, then, I'd be down. Uh, some other things I enjoy doing, I think I mentioned it before, was like drawing. I'm not the best, but I'd like to, get better in order to, just do it as a nice hobby. Uh, I think that's everything on me that I can really think of right now. Um, Again, I just don't really know what all to say. I'm not very good at having a heart to heart about my problems and whatnot, just because I haven't really seen the point in trying to talk about whatever's going on in my life. Probably just gonna wrap this video up. Maybe I'll record myself playing Minecraft for a little bit, and if anything else comes to mind, I'll say it. Again, I don't know, man. I'm not very good at this stuff. I don't know. I guess if there's anything you'd want to like see, you could comment down below. Again, I don't know. I'm just kind of, after the passing of my dad, I just felt the need to talk, just get my voice out into the void of YouTube and see if, it'll talk back a little bit. I guess I did write a section on takeaways, but I didn't really follow the script of this much, so yeah, I'm just gonna play Minecraft. I'll chat a little bit about what's happening. Oh, yeah, I just remembered. Another thing that I want to do is, write. I thought of one of the, things that I enjoy a lot is, this guy's cheating, dude, what the hell? Another thing that I really do enjoy is, reading scary story, like creepypastas. I'm gonna be honest, I love creepypastas. They're very funny. And one of my favorite channels that does that stuff is Creepcast. And I want to write a story that could, be featured there. I'm dead. And I have started working on it in my own time, just like a little bit. and I'll probably keep you guys updated on it as it, goes. I'd like to have secondary opinions on stuff like that. But right now it's really just in an early phase, so there's not really much to show for it. But I mean, I guess I could read some of the. I guess I could read the takeaway, and I'll probably actually go through this a couple more times just to see if there's anything uber important that I could talk about. But I guess the big thing is, time is short. We don't know when we're gonna see the people we love, or our friends. We don't know when we're gonna not be able to see them anymore. So I guess you should really just cherish what time you do have. Again, I know that that's pretty bleak, but it's just, something that I've just had on my mind. So yeah, thank you for sticking all the way through. It means a lot to me, as much as it, I just thank you for giving me your time. I know that what I probably tried to say is pretty pretty tough now. Losing a family member's never easy, especially for like families such as mine, losing a source of comfort and like a fatherly figure can be very tough for a lot of people. I know that it's been tough for my mom, and as much as I want to say that I'm doing good, it's definitely had an effect on my life in a pretty substantial way. So just thank you for sticking with me in this. Watching this very, very, very high quality video of just me playing Minecraft. I'll have any music that I use linked in the description. Yeah, just thank you for watching this. Genuinely, I want to keep doing this, and any support at all just helps a ton. Yeah, but let me just kill these zombies and all. Anyway, yeah, thanks a lot. As again, like I said, as poorly made as this video is, just thank you for watching it. I know it really doesn't. I can definitely understand if you clicked out halfway through. I know I would have, especially because this really isn't a video that I wanted to make, but I just felt the need to. Yeah. Thank you so much. Again.